Hello and welcome everyone. In this video, we will cover data frame methods. This is video number 100 on my channel, and I would like to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel, watched the videos and liked them. Really appreciate your support. Thank you. Now coming back to the video, let's import the libraries. Here we create a string IO buffer to emulate CSV data. Now we use read CSV method to read this data into a data frame. Again, we use the head method to display the top 5 rows in our data frame. We can use the describe method to display the summary statistics. We can also check the axis of the data frame. We could check these separately using df.index. We could also see if the index values are unique, which is true, and we could also see the column names using df.columns. We could check the shape, that is the number of rows and columns in a data frame using df.shape, and we have 7 rows and 4 columns in this data frame. We could also get more information on our data frame using the info method, and here we could see that it's a data frame. Row index has 7 entries from 0 to 6. Data columns have 4 columns, and here we see the column names and the non-null count. And here we can see that the count for units and sales is less than what we see in UPC column and date column. So there must be a NaN value present in these columns. And we can also see the data types here. In addition to this, we see the memory usage of this data frame. We can see the finite values per column using count method, and as we have seen previously, we could iterate over the data frame to see the column names. We could also get the same by iterating over df.keys. And unlike the series object which tests the membership against the index, the data frame tests for membership against the columns. So if we run the column name in df, it should be true. But if we try to check the membership of a row index, this returns false. We can get the tuples using df.itertuples, and this returns name tuples. In Pandas, operations performed during iterations are not vectorized, and these have overhead, so we should always try to find a vectorized way when possible. In Pandas, data frames support broadcasting of arithmetic operations, but this only works for numeric columns. So here we only select the numeric column and try to add 10 to all of these values. Data frames can also be treated as a matrix, so we could use the matrix operation. So we could use the transpose method, so it will change the rows into columns and columns into rows, and we could achieve the same using df.t property. And here let's try to save only the numeric data, and now we want to compute the dot product or the matrix product between the matrix and its transpose. So now we had a 7 by 4 matrix, so we took the transpose that turned it into 4 by 7. So when we multiplied it, so we are getting 7 by 7 matrix here. Next is serialization. In this, we will see how we can change the data frame to different formats. Here we are storing the data frame as a CSV file, and then for JSON compliant format, which gives a mapping of column name to a mapping of index to value, we use the to_dict method, and here we are getting a mapping of index to value. But if we want a list of values instead, we could use the parameters orient equals to list, and this will return the list of values. We can also generate Pandas data frame from a dictionary, and again this is the dictionary which contains list of values. We can also save the data frame to Excel, and for that we will need OpenPyXL. And finally we can also convert data frames to NumPy arrays using to_NumPy method. Here, since we are also including the date, which is an object, so now the data type for the NumPy array is object. Okay, so this is all I wanted to share in this video. We will continue from here in the next video. Please keep watching. There is still a lot about Pandas data frame that I will be covering in the next few videos. And see you all in the next video.